A while back, I did a faux pas. I said that the Pursuit was the only evergreen tower not to have a skin. Well, I was wrong. Just look at the next tower over. The Gatling gun also does not have a skin. Now, you may think that the Gatling gun not having a skin is pretty obvious. How would you make a skin for a tower that is pretty already customizable with your character? That's true because, well, if you place down the turret, you can automatically see that your character is the one controlling it. Yes. And if you go to first person mode, yeah, you can see that you basically can control it. So really, with the Gatling gun, the only thing that you could probably change about it is the gun model or something. And even then, how would you make it so that it looks distinctly different to the other gun models in the game, or even the gun models seen for the Gatling gun? The answer, probably very difficult, which is probably why it's not actually had a skin in the game. But I'm here to speculate on what a skin for the Gatling gun could be. Now, this is to say that there is no confirmed skin for the Gatling gun going to be approved or whatever. This is all speculation. I would be very surprised if the Gatling gun were to get a skin in my lifetime. I think the Gatling gun is one of those towers where you're probably not going to get a skin for it, except maybe in the form of a plushie skin. Let's be real. Is there going to be a plushie skin for the Gatling gun? Would be funny. It would be also funny if it turned your character into like a plushie version, but obviously that's going to be very difficult indeed. Now, the Gatling gun is so rare in that its skin conceptions, or people have made like skin concept ideas, for example, as you can see here, the engineer and like a beach skin and the engineer with a wrath skin, for example. Now, these aren't any indicators of something going to be added to the game. It's just, oh yeah, look at us, we can model and we can make cool skins for the game. And some of these are pretty good, like I said. I have done stuff in the past, like there's a Ducky elf camp skin, which I think looks pretty cool and certainly solves the issue of the elf camp not having a skin. Well, it kind of does have a skin, but it's a glitched thing, so it doesn't really count. But even then, the skin concept submissions, there is no skin submission for the Gatling gun, except for this one. I mean, this is not even the Gatling gun itself. This is from the cowboy skin back in the day, 2019. Yeah, this is the closest Gatling gun skin we're going to get to the game in terms of skin concept-wise. So you may think, oh, wow, the Gatling gun is going to have, like, very hard ideas. You're going to have extremely difficult procedures to making a skin for the Gatling gun. However, there is one thing in the game, well, previously in the game, that I think could be incorporated for a potential Gatling gun skin, and that is the star cannon. Now, I'll be totally honest with you, I stole this idea from someone who commented that this skin should be for the Gatling gun, and you know what? I agree. The star cannon could look like it could be incorporated into some sort of Gatling gun skin. Now, the issue is, this is only one level, and let's be real, this is going to be incredibly difficult to put a character on it. So, like, where's the seat going to be? Like, I know you could probably downsize this, but where are you going to put the seat? It is a cannon after all, and the Gatling gun is an automatic tower. Now, you can really easily change this so that it acts like an automatic tower, but I will just say that, yeah, gonna be kind of difficult, if to be quite frank with you. But I kind of see, if like the developers, if you were to go on a tangent and if you were to go be drunk for one night or whatever, you could make a skin, a Gatling gun skin, out of the star cannon. Just saying. I mean, the second option is the spotlight from the great finale, but I'll be totally honest with you, I don't really see how this could be incorporated into a Gatling gun skin. Like, sure, it is automatic, but it did deal 10,000 DPS to the left and right hand, so it could happen. It probably won't happen, but it could, hypothetically. Imagine sitting on the spotlight and just shooting out the beam or whatever. But like, that'll be very cool. Again, in the case of the spotlight, and it's the same for the star cannon, how are you going to adapt this? So it has 6 levels, bearing in mind the Gatling gun does have 6 levels, so that's what, 6 level models that you're going to have to make? In fact, 7, because there are 6 levels, so you add this level 0 to make 7 models you have to make. You can probably get away with like 1 or 2 not being made, because I think not all the Gatling gun skins have actually changed at certain levels. Yeah, level 1, that doesn't change, but everything else does change. Yeah, so like, the best thing that I can see for the Gatling gun is probably some like laser modification that changes the bullets to be like blue or whatever, similar to, I think, the Fallen Engineer or the Dark Frost Engineer. Also, like, basic recolors, like the red Gatling gun, the blue Gatling gun. But I'll be real, they don't go for that anymore. Like, I think the last basic crate skin was added like way back when. I think 2 years ago? Yeah, basically 2 years ago, 2023. Demo Man, red, yellow, and then Accelerator, navy and red. Yeah, so these are the most recent skins for the basic crate. And do I see the Gatling gun joining the such prestigious company? Probably not. Then again, the Accelerator was added, so yeah, we can see. We'll see. Now, another idea that I suspect could be added for the Gatling gun if the developers were off their nuts and decided, okay, we need a Gatling gun skin, is the XR500 skin, which is currently used for the turret. Now, obviously, this is quite an outdated skin. It uses a humanoid, and it uses a humanoid with yellow skin plus a smile face. However, you can probably see that given the fact that the turret normally doesn't have a humanoid, and then it now all of a sudden does, and the Gatling gun does have a humanoid as well, it's all well suited for the skin, you know? Like, it just adapts the mounted M240 over, sorry, and change the Gatling gun to these levels, and then have a massive fuck off turret at the max level. Now, that being said though, it kind of looks similar to the level 4 skin, but I'm pretty sure you can adapt the XR500 turret to look different to this one here, and then like this version could be the max level, and then this, yeah, so you know, it could be grand, and then yeah, obviously you're gonna have to add in more levels given the fact that some of the changes are to the humanoid itself, like the bandolier, the black headset, brown gloves. Yeah, you can't get away with that here because obviously your humanoid tower doesn't gain gloves. I'll be totally honest with you, when I first made this video, I thought the M2 Browning and the mounted M240 machine gun were basically the same thing. But, you know, they are different. So I'm just saying, any nerd, weapon nerd buffs watching, I guess, it could be different. I don't know. As a British person, I don't understand the difference between this gun and this gun. They both shoot. But cool, I guess. Very cool. And finally, my last idea for a Gatling gun skin is perhaps not changing the model of the gun itself, but changing the humanoid that shoots the thing. Now, it currently operates it from your avatar. Now, what happens if, I don't know, we would change the humanoid so that it is something of your choosing? For example, what happens if there would be like a below natural skin for the Gatling gun, and the humanoid here, the operator, is replaced with a model of below natural, or like one of his old models or whatever. You know, something similar to the creator. But I see this being expanded, right? What happens if you were to sell a game pass for the Gatling gun, which allows you to choose which humanoid you can have for your Gatling gun? It could be your own, it could be, I don't know, below natural, it could be any of the developers, or it could be something similar to the DJ Booth game pass, where you can insert an ID, a player ID, and then the operator of your Gatling gun just changes to that. Developers, hire me to make your money, because I see that as a brilliant idea. People wouldn't pay like, I don't know, 200 Robux for it. They might pay like the 70 Robux, similar to the resize your character thing. Like, I think the resize character has gotten a decent amount of sales. Yeah, 6,603. That's quite decent. And then the DJ Booth, custom DJ Booth music game pass has 15,000 votes. So that's quite a lot of money if you extrapolate that out. But what happens if developers, right, sell a game pass which allows you to customize your character to whatever you want it to be? You know, get that store from like Roblox and then apply hats or whatever to your avatar that's different to your current avatar, and we'll be grand. Imagine if they have like a customizable hat store for the Gatling gun. I don't know, like fedora, for example, a sparkle time fedora, or like below lateral's Dominus crown or whatever. It's a domino crown, but it's called a Dominus. I don't know, but that would be very cool indeed. Of course, all of these may horribly interact with the FPS mode for the Gatling gun, but I don't know, we'll have to see. Leave your thoughts in the comments if you have like any ideas for some Gatling gun skins that I haven't mentioned here. I'm pretty sure you guys are pretty inventive and pretty creative with your ideas, so we'll see.